Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. Now, today's episode, we are going to be going downstairs into our library to fix up our spider farm once and for all, and depending on how long that takes, we might even get to do something else. Hopefully we don't get any issues with that, but that is on the cards for today. Another thing I want to quickly do is walk around here and show you a few things I have gotten up to off camera. So you can see a large majority of these torches are gone and replaced with just kind of basic lighting because I thought it would be a good idea to get rid of the torches for a bit. And I see you guys have commented on that you don't like the daylight sensors like this, and I agree. I think they look absolutely terrible, but I do think it looks a little bit better than torches for now. So until we figure out a good way of kind of creating our own lights, that will be there. Now you can also see we've got some torches underneath some leaf blocks, and those are going to get changed to jack-o'-lanterns or something else at a later stage. So yeah, that's looking a lot nicer, I think. Let's just have a look around. Get away. There we go. So yeah, that's what that is looking like. And also, here we go, I almost forgot this. We've got a new wall in here because that was looking really bland and boring, and yeah, I thought I'll change it, and it looks alright, I think. We can also quickly have a look at it up close. I've tried to merge the ground in with this, and I'm probably going to push this one block down so that it looks a little bit nicer, and we've got a bit of a lookout point onto this river. Now, the next thing we'll go do is check out our path that we've made to our cow farm currently, in our real farmy farm over there. And as I say, I've made a path, and I've also got these two new custom trees. This one's a little bit bigger than those trees there, but it's, I think it looks alright. I think it's actually come out alright. And the path, I've tried to use a bit of spruce around here because I think that looks really good. And I've seen it being used before, so I thought that I'll give that a try. And it, yeah, works pretty damn well. So we've also got rid of the torches around here. Pretty much just like what we did before with the leaf blocks. And let's just drop down the bottom here. Perfect. You can see we've got some blue sheep. That's for the roof of our nether. And I'm probably not going to be using these sheep in here because we're not going to be breeding them down here, probably. So let's just grab up. Oh, we've only got two here. This was a full... No. This was a full crop kind of square. But obviously, I'm guessing a slime spawned down there, and yeah, that happened. So the reason we're here is because I haven't actually shown you this thing finished, and also because we are going to be using an idea of moving the spiders like we have in here. So you can see we've got a bunch of cows in each of these 4 quadrants around here, and we've got an ugly spot over there. So the way it works is we just push that button, a bit of noise comes up, we'll breed these cows here. We've only got 2. So you can see 2 of those cows are now bred. The little baby will fall down there with the experience orb. And what will happen is these pistons that are running up here will eventually translocate the baby cow up here, along with the experience orb if it does get down there, which I haven't seen pop up just yet, but yeah, it might be in there. So we'll switch that off. Should keep quiet now. Yep, perfect. So let's just quickly jump down here, and I'll show you exactly what we're going to be doing for these spiders. So we're going to try and simplify it a little bit and not go through all of this kind of redstone. A lot of this redstone isn't only for these, it's for all the dispensers, and we've got a few other functions in here. So yeah, this redstone's not just for the pistons themselves. Let's check if that experience orb did come up. No, it didn't. So yeah, I'll come down here and this will probably make a bit more sense. So what happens is one piston pulls up to the next, pulls up to the next. It's just a translocation bug in the game, and I don't know if it is a bug that's going to be fixed or not. I almost hope it's too far gone to get fixed, but I don't know. Who knows? It might get fixed, and we'll have to work out a new way of doing it. But for now, I think it's a really great bug to have. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, that is kind of something we're going to be using. One problem with this farm, by the way, before I keep going, is you can see these baby cows in here. Now, I always forget which is the right button. I think this is the right button. Yes, it is. You can see these baby cows, they get hurt when we put that on. I don't know why they do, but normal cows don't get hurt. I think they get stuck in that side block as soon as we do it because of the translocation. I guess they kind of get stuck halfway. But what happens is when they grow up into adults, they are dying. So we've only got a few that actually end up making it. But we're getting leather and we got steak and stuff. I've got to actually breed up a few more. We had a full stack, but I don't know what happened to that. We kind of just go through it very quickly. Hey, there we go, got it. That was really annoying. So yeah, let's head up there, get our stuff together, and then I will be back. Here we are in the spider pit, and I've cleared out a bit of the place, the stream that pulled the spiders down previously. It used to run down here and have a little drop down and then keep going. But now what we've decided to do is we're going to be using those pistons, so that hopefully will solve our problems. Now, the one thing I'm thinking with these pistons, which might be an issue, is a bit of interfering redstone. So I'm debating whether we should put them one more down, and maybe if we can have this empty bit here, hopefully nothing will go too crazy with that. But one thing I brought you in, just because this is kind of just a boring part where I'm just going to be placing pistons and stuff. The reason I brought you in was because I wanted to talk about an issue which might be occurring with the slabs. So we've got slabs at the top there, and that is so that they don't, the spiders don't come through to our killing area. So what we're going to do instead of that is we were just going to put a open block and let the spiders go through. And the reason, well, not through to us, but just open block over there. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll just walk up so I can show you, because I'm not doing a very good job of explaining it. So we'll just go up here and quickly explain what is happening. So the problem was our spiders were getting stuck down the bottom, by the way. And we want our slabs to come here so that the spiders can't get through, because we've got this trapdoor here. Spiders can still come through a half a slab. They can't come through a half a slab plus a trapdoor though. So that is why we have got these here, by the way. Now, when we do have an obstruction in the block, so in terms of the translocation bug, when we do have a block that's obstructing it, so for instance, a half slab like that, or a trapdoor, or anything, when we've been going up, it causes an issue. So with our farm or our cows, it does cause an issue with translocating them. But I think because these have got a hitbox that is less than half a block, when I tested this out in a creative world, they still do go through. So we're not actually going to have an issue there, hopefully. But if we do, I guess we'll have to work it out from there. Is that not high? I swear that was high enough for the last one. Yeah, so that could be an issue that we may have, but hopefully it isn't. Hopefully we can get around this. So I'm just going to do this quickly, just put these through. And a very important thing with what I'm doing there is I've learned my lesson. Always start from where you wanted to finish, because what's going to happen is if you don't, you're going to start putting these and realizing that you are out of order at the top, because these always have to be spaced one apart. Now let's just quickly have a look here. We've got some redstone over here, so we'll probably want them to be on this level here. So that's not going to really work for us, because we need them to actually be on this level here, or the next, or one level here, or this level here. So that could be a bit of a problem. I don't want to go do anything too tricky in terms of pulling them up, pushing them down, or whatever. So let's just have a look. Maybe we can move this stuff around a bit and get that to be one block up. So I'll go deal with all this stuff, and I'll be back. Alright guys, here we are. I have, as you can see, gotten carried away. Now, there was actually a water spillage, which was inevitable, and I've had to fix up this stuff here, but it seems to all be working now. And excuse the noise of the spiders. They are... I actually don't know where they are. But yeah, we'd also had a leak of spiders at some stage. So I'll quickly explain to you what's going on here. We've got a kind of conveyor belt of these pistons like that, and we've got one piston at the top here. How do I show you? Actually, I've got a little passageway over here built. We won't be able to see it. I'll probably show you from the top. That might be a bit easier. But yeah, basically what's happening is the spiders are getting pushed into a one gap block, getting pulled down by some pistons into this block over here. You can see those are the pistons pulling them down. And from there, a conveyor just kind of pulls all of them down to the end. And let's go down to the end. So yeah, it's pretty much repetitive there. It's just going to come down to the end here and get pulled up by some pistons going up this way. Now, you can actually see there's a spider in there. Now, the one problem I did have with this is that spiders can come through this block if they are kind of mid-block. So while the spider's getting pulled up, this block is kind of non-existent or like transparent. I think they can climb through. If they're stuck in a transparent block, they might be able to get through. I don't know. But they could come through there. So, and also this side. So I've had to kind of pull these back, get some of these involved, some repeaters, which I wasn't really wanting to, but I guess that's kind of how it's going to work. And it just pulls them up that way into the top. So let's go down to the, well, up to the top and see the stuff. And actually, I think that needs a torch. It looked a little bit dark. We are getting a few mobs spawning around here, so probably a little bit better to lighten that area up. Now, let's quickly have a look here. We've got one spider in there already, and you can see this messed up with the pistons. Everything kind of got pushed up one block. That's alright, that's not a problem. It's on auto kill mode at the moment now, so when we flip it around, I'm also going to have to fill this area in to make it look a little bit nice. Actually, you know what? It almost doesn't look too bad that we can see what's going on there. This is a flaw when it's on this mode, but it's not really a big problem, so we're not going to worry about that. Now, yeah. As I switch that on, you can see it gets really noisy, so I'm just going to turn block sounds all the way off. Now, one problem we are having with this is that all of these going off all the time does create quite a bit of lag, and it only seems to create lag when I'm dealing with spiders or I'm placing blocks. Now, let's just see if I place a block if you can see any lag come around. There, you can kind of see it gets a little bit laggy, and then it goes back to normal again. Then I place a few blocks, it gets a bit laggy, and normal again. So I guess we'll have to just AFK properly and not do anything while we're at this farm, which isn't the biggest of problems, but it's a little bit annoying. Now you can see, look at that. They're all kind of getting stuck there, and we can go have a look at the conveyor down at the bottom here. And as I say, I've actually been here for quite some time, and it's taken me a lot of trial and error, but it's been worth it. I'm glad it's all done, and I'm glad it seems to be working. So as long as there's no spillage of spiders or anything, and also no backup, which it seems like there isn't when we have a look here. Oh, I'm low on food. You can see that one will eventually get pulled under. There we go. Nothing. So that seems to be quite a good kind of spider farm. Now, I think I do get a bit of lag when I do this now. Oh, not really. Oh yeah, you can see it's going a little bit laggy. That's okay. All I've got to actually do now is kind of fix up what I've destroyed, and then we can carry on. So I got all of that cleaned up, and I think, oh, you know what? There was a thunderstorm while we were gone, and I'm actually here to pick up my horse, which has drifted off over there. And I have got a very, very strong suspicion that that is a trap. Very, very strong suspicion that that is a trap. Let's check. No? Okay, good. That is actually one of my horses. Fair enough. Awesome. That's kind of a relief. Although, in saying that, we haven't got one of those traps in quite some time. There might be one lying around the place, because, I mean, it's had a few thunderstorms. We've had a few thunderstorms, and supposedly that can happen in the spawn chunks as well, so that's quite interesting. Is this making noise again? No noise. Let's quickly check why is this not making noise. Friendly creatures. There we go. Oh, you know what? We probably don't want it that loud, because we're about to go down into a giant cow pit. So let's go here. You know what's going to actually happen? I'm just thinking. One day, that guy, I'm going to think, hey, that's just a skeleton horse, and it's not going to be just a skeleton horse, and I'm going to absolutely get so Where is this zombie? Okay, never mind. Okay, we will mind. Could be in here. I think there's a lot of unlit stuff around here. There's no way that's a one wide. Yep, okay, it must be in one of the walls. So what we are going to do down here is we wanted to get our sheep all kind of doing their thing. Man, this is going to be so annoying. Then, oh, another sheep. Another sheep? I thought I did do a few more blue ones. Okay. Maybe they're in here. Down here, the zombie. It could even be in maybe like a little bit of area in this door, thinking of it. Let's just get out of there. So, actually, 2 seconds. I'm back and forth, back and forth. These cows are all cooked, ready to be cooked. So, you'll see exactly what I mean about the farm not being too efficient. So you saw at the beginning how many baby cows were in here. I don't know if I actually did show that. But let's just start that off. So only these cows here will burn. And you can just watch, wait for it. They should all burn. Because their head sticks in lava. And then we can just brush those items and that, however many cows are there, into there. So you can see we don't get too much steak every time. I mean, only 9 there. And we definitely did more than 9 baby cows. So let's just get this last cow over. I think we got normal steak there. Yep, normal raw beef because I left it while the water was on there, so it didn't actually kill the cow properly, which is really annoying. Now, what I want to do here is I want to get these sheep into the top here and tell me I brought a... No, I did not bring a lead. That's alright, we'll have to just con them into going up. So, here we go. Yeah, so we want these sheep up there so that when we do eventually need to breed them and do all that stuff, well, being me, it'll be in the next few minutes, hopefully. Then we can actually have sheep up there to get our wool growing while we're waiting. Now, come on. Not you cows. In fact, I might just kill these cows because they're going to be annoying. Not sheep. Sorry, sheep. And, yeah. That's annoying. That's really annoying if that sheep does jump over there, and I'm not going to be able to jump over. Damn it. Get off there, sheep. Okay, well, there we go. That's done. Now, while we are at this little bit of a frustrating thing of getting sheep to move, I just want to quickly say thank you to everybody just for watching these videos. It's actually pretty crazy. Like, a few weeks ago, or maybe a month ago or so, oh, I'm pressing the wrong button, we hit our first 1,000 subscribers, and we're almost, I mean, I'm probably counting chickens way too early, but yeah, counting your chickens before they hatch, or whatever. But yeah, I think we are really hitting up very close to 2,000 very fast, which is really, really something that I'm obviously very happy about, and I just wanted to say thank you, because it's you guys that are the number that is really growing, which is really cool, and that work, that is actually amazing. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. I just wanted to say that. Just wanted to say thank you. And you know what's going to happen here, by the way? We're going to have 2 sheep down here, and it's going to work out perfectly. So I'm really happy. That's really, really, really good. But yeah, as I say, thank you for leaving comments and likes and sharing it around. It's really awesome. Really, really awesome. Let me grab that before I forget it. And yeah, that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep messing around with these sheep. I might even just get a lead and make my life a little bit easier. But yeah, I'll be back. So we're starting a little sheep family around here, and yep, that will work really, really well, because at the end of, well, a few more projects, maybe another project or so, we'll go back to the Nether and try and finish off a bit more of that Nether hub that we started. But yeah, for now, this will be where we are gathering up all of the blue wool, sorry, light blue wool, even better. But yeah, that's great. Now the next project, which I'm thinking of taking on in this base, is probably adding a few more houses or a few more buildings, because it just looks really, really bare from back here. I'm actually going to run just to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So the idea of this is eventually to become a big kind of massive city, I guess, as big as we can get it. And yeah, it's starting to get there. I think we just need to maybe add a few more things there. I've got a plan for that area there, and we can just keep going backwards and just making this thing humongous. I think will be really great. And yeah, that's actually, those 2 things that I'm talking about are actually 2 hopefully very soon things we're going to do. So let's get a bit of food in us. So yeah, the plan with this here is I've got actually a house design which I came up with in creative, and I think it'll work here. I'm not too sure how. I mean, it never comes out the way you plan it, and in fact, I didn't even finish it in creative, so I think that might even be a little bit better to make it a bit more custom. But yeah, that's going to go here. And then over there, I'm thinking maybe a marketplace, by the way. I think a marketplace would be really, really cool. and it'll be on this side of the town, which is less of the residential side, it looks like. It's kind of just whatever happens, happens, and it seems like a good idea. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. And by the way, as I say earlier, thank you so much for just watching videos and being really encouraging. It's really, really awesome. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.